Sup everyone, Crimshot here, and I'm going to be reacting to Hunter x Hunter episode 32. Yeah, last time it was revealed that Hisoka has a rivalry with this guy Castro, and Killua was trying to sneak up on this guy, but Castro got the better of Killua. But then when it got down to the fight between the two, I thought for sure Hisoka was gonna floor Castro, right? He kind of gives off that look. It's very different. Hisoka gives off a more menacing aura, right? But in the end, Hisoka lost his arm. And it turns out that using Nen, Castro was able to make a complete double of himself. Which again, I said this a lot last time, but it opens my mind to the many possibilities that this Nen technique is capable of. And it makes me think that Hisoka will probably just reattach his arm using Nen or something. I don't know. I might be giving Nen too much credit, but I feel like Nen is a big part of why a lot of people like this anime. Because I don't remember Nen in the original. If it was, I'm sorry. My memory is pretty bad. When it comes to anime, all I gotta remember is that if it was good, I liked it. That's all I need to remember, because then it makes the rewatch value more worth it. I get to relearn it all over again. But still, my memory being that bad, so don't get mad if I don't pick up on something. Forgive me, and forgive me in my memory. But yeah, let's just get right into it. A surprising win. He's playing with his own arm. Oh, he's gonna use it as... He's gonna do like a magic trick. Clairvoyance. 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 Am I saying that right? What? Oh. Oh. One thing I should point out is that he's not even in pain. He's not in agony like most people would when they lose an arm. Why? Exactly. What is he thinking? What? Right? What type of Nen? Oh yeah. Hmm. He marked you. Oh, he's losing composure. Rocket punch! Yeah, shook his brain. He's gonna die. Hisoka doesn't let anyone that he fights survive. He's a ragdoll at this point. I think Hisoka is a hacker, just with those last few lines that he said. Like what he says makes me think that he knows computers. Ooh, he sensed it. Who are you? Oh, they know each other. Or maybe she works for the staff and she's there to like help fighters recuperate or something. I don't know. No, they're closer. Wait, both of his arms are off again. She's just gonna sew him back on? This anime became pretty gnarly really fast within just the past couple episodes. What was that? She take a photographic memory? Photo... Eh. Nen stitches. Balls, 100% connected. Who is she? Now she's shook. Not really shook, but surprised. He molds his aura. Rubber and gum. He's just talking about stuff he used to have as a kid. Candy, sweets. Oh yeah, she was. Hmm. Hmm. Mental attack. He lost, but it wasn't said that if he died. Castro might come back. I wonder if she fights. That's the auction. Okay, so she's part of their group. If it's a trope, I'm thinking the gang or the organization puts on like a bit of a circus theme. I mean, boring. Yeah, right. Based on Hisoka's looks and everything, I'm getting circus. Especially with the whole trope. Yeah. A circus trope. I was getting circus vibe from Hisoka the whole time. What would she be in the trope though? Oh, I see now. Phantom trope. I forgot that that was another. Wait, is is he actually part of the Phantom trope or not? Because he just took that off like nothing. Like bungee gum or whatever. Oh, okay. Alright, that was my reaction to Hunter x Hunter episode 32. Another really interesting one. That was pretty gnarly. The whole scene where uh Hisoka was pulling out all of these weird tricks and everything, and that whole scene where he was fighting Castro was really bizarre the whole time. Where it's like his right arm got cut off from the last episode, right? And then he's like doing this whole distraction trick thing, and the whole audience is like, "What? No way, you got my card!" And he's like pulling it out of his forearm and stuff. Very good distraction, very, very disturbing. I liked it though, that was pretty cool. And in the end, it was like a mental battle at that point between him and Castro. Castro lost. He lost the mental battle and therefore lost the war between, or not the war. He lost the mental battle and therefore lost the fight. Wasn't so much a war. If it's a war, then there'll be more than one battle, which I'm not sure now because Castro got pretty messed up, and usually from previous fights, Hisoka would kill everyone. You know, it'd always be a death from the fight. But then he was rematching Castro for this one, so Castro survived the last one. I can't remember now. Did Hisoka win the one from 2 years ago? If he did, he let Castro live. But it doesn't matter, it's in the past. Castro, I don't know if he's alive now, because that was a lot of wounds. But then again, it was nothing compared to losing 2 of your arms, right? 2 of your forearms. And yeah, we never got her name, but there was that girl that came by and just was mend stitches and everything, and and then there was the bungee gum, and then we find out from Hisoka that it's like memories from when he was the kid. He used to love this gum, and it's based off of that, and all of these sweets and everything, how he imitates skin looking. I don't know, it's pretty crazy what he's doing right now with again, I knew it was going to be pretty gnarly once I knew that you can do like double with Nen, and I knew he was going to do something with Nen to reattach his arms, but it was in the hands of someone else who was actually part of his group, which is actually the Phantom group, revealed at the very end that that's what she was part of. She's part of the Phantom group, and she was telling him, "Oh, we have to meet August 30th in York New City," which is exactly the date when they're doing the auction, where Leorio, Kuripika, Gon, Killua, they're all going to meet up again, or they're at the auction. It's getting much more interesting now. I mean, I was interested before, but it's getting much more interesting, this show. And yeah, it turns out that like when he was showering and we were getting a bit of a monologue of the girl who we still don't know the name of, we were getting the monologue, the background monologue of the girl talking about how Hisoka doesn't care, he thinks of himself being the most powerful, and while he's showering you see the spider, and then that's why I was like, oh, hello, phantom trope. Because then when they said trope before, I was thinking, oh, is it like a circus or something? Like a circus trope or something like that. When I think of trope, I'm thinking of circus. And you look at Hisoka, he's kind of dressed like someone who would be in the circus. Maybe a jester without the hat or something. I think jester when I see Hisoka, or Joker, or some kind of, you know, those types of... he's like a clown, but not full on with the makeup and everything, you know? And he's got the whole magician thing going on. So I was thinking circus, magic, some kind of trope in that sense. But then I totally forgot about phantom also being the trope, phantom trope. And then it turns out that he just peels it off, because it was supposed to be a tattoo. He just peels it off, and then the announcer tells you that he's just masquerading as a member of that group because he just sees them as another target to fight. So Hisoka is, at this point to me, batshit crazy. He just wants to fight really powerful people, and he really doesn't care about how his well-being in doing so and how he goes about it. And so far his only targets are Phantom Trope and Gon. Not so much Gon right now, but he's waiting for Gon to get to that level, right? So I can see things going down even then, later on when we get to the auction. But we're still at the battle tower. And the way things are going, I feel like the battle tower could last quite a while. I mean, it's 100 plus episodes and we're only on episode 32. You know, if anything, we're like maybe a fifth of the way done with the whole series. We could be spending another fifth finishing up this battle tower arena thing. What was it? Heaven's Arena. Yeah, that was it. Heaven's Arena arc. We'll see the Floor Masters. It might be one of those where it's like we'll get to a certain point in the Heaven's Arena and then we'll stop. It'll cut to like the auction later on in August 30th as months go by. They meet up. There, it'll have that arc at the auction. And then maybe later on it'll circle back right to the Heaven's Arena and we'll get to like the Battle Olympia. That's like, I feel like Battle Olympia screams end game. Like that should be like towards the very end of the anime is when they're gonna have like the battle arena, because that's supposed to be like the strongest fighters who even bother to go there. There could be strong fighters even then who don't bother with that kind of stuff. You know, they don't need the money, they don't need the fame, they don't need all that stuff. But yeah, good episode. Kind of, it's pretty gnarly what you can do with Nen. It's pretty cool stuff. And I want to know what, because at this point it seems like everyone has their own personal Nen. The girl had the stitches, Hisoka has like his bungee gum, and there's the just the reinforcement of his cars, but that's not that unique. It's just him doing it like how Wing did with a piece of paper. And then there was the double that Castro did. I feel like if you can imagine it, you can make it into reality. And I'm wondering what Killua, Kurapika, and Gon will come up with. Notice how I left out Leorio, because I honestly can't see him learning this stuff. I just don't see him learning Nen and coming up with his own technique, because he's, again, throughout the whole exam, which is still not over, throughout the exam up to this point, he has been carried along throughout most of the way. Like Gon and the rest just carried him through the exam basically. Like he just used up most of his luck in his lifetime just to pass that exam, I believe. At least that's just my opinion. You know, he might have a whole bunch of luck left and he was just born with too much. Going back to that doppelganger thing that I mentioned in my reaction to Full Metal Panic. But yeah, again, good episode. Can't wait for the next one. I'll see you guys. Sorry, yawning. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.